Once upon a time in a big city, there lived a brave and strong father whom everyone loved. His name was Salur Kazan. Kazan Bey was both highly intelligent and very kind-hearted. He had founded a security company to protect people from evildoers. Whenever there was trouble, people would rush to him, and he would find solutions that reassured everyone. Kazan Bey had a son named Uruz. Though young, Uruz was very clever and eager to learn. He loved tinkering with technology, cracking codes, and fixing machines. He greatly admired his father and dreamed of becoming as brave and good as him one day. One morning during breakfast, Kazan Bey said to Uruz and his mother, "My dear family, today I need to go to a place outside the city. I have an important mission. I'll be back by evening, don't worry." Excited, Uruz asked, "Dad, what's the mission about? Are there bad guys again?" Kazan Bey ruffled his hair and replied, "I can't tell you now, son. But everything will be fine. Don't worry." Though Uruz was used to his father's missions, this time he felt uneasy. As he watched his father drive away, Uruz whispered to himself from the window, "I hope nothing bad happens, Dad." But evening came, night fell, and Kazan Bey didn't return. His phone was off. Uruz's mother sat anxiously, waiting for news. "Something's wrong," she said. "Kazan Bey would never do this. He always stays in touch." Just then, a breaking news alert appeared on TV. Famous security expert Salur Kazan has reportedly been kidnapped by a group outside the city. This unidentified gang is demanding a ransom for his release. Uruz's heart sank. He wanted to rescue his father but didn't know how. He closed his eyes, took a deep breath, and told himself, "Dad always taught me to face challenges. Now it's my turn. I'll find my father and save him." And so, Uruz's adventure began. Uruz paced back and forth in his room. His heart raced as countless thoughts swirled in his mind. His father had been kidnapped, and news reports said the gang was extremely dangerous. But Uruz wasn't afraid. Like his father, he was brave and determined to rescue him no matter what. Suddenly, he remembered something his father once told him. "Uruz, if I'm ever in trouble, I'll leave a clue for you to find me." Uruz immediately went to his father's study. Kazan Bey usually kept important notes or messages in a special code. On the desk, he saw an electronic device, a small decoder his father used. Uruz picked it up and examined it. The screen displayed, "Son, trust me. Decipher the codes and find me." Uruz's eyes lit up. "You really thought of me, Dad?" he murmured. He sat down and began cracking the code. It was a tough puzzle, but Uruz was skilled with technology. After hours of effort, he finally succeeded. An address appeared on the screen, Old Factory District, Building 12. Uruz's heart pounded. Dad might be there, he thought. But his mother wouldn't let him go alone. Quietly, he packed his backpack with a flashlight, an old drone, a laptop, and some tools. Just as he was leaving, his mother noticed. "Where are you going?" "Uruz," she asked. Uruz paused, then turned to her with determination. "Mom, Dad needs me. I have to find him!" His mother, shocked and worried, said, "Uruz, it's too dangerous. We should call the police." But Uruz stood firm. "By the time the police arrive, it might be too late. Dad trusted me, and I trust myself." "Don't worry, I'll bring him back." Though his mother wanted to stop him, she knew she couldn't. She hugged him tightly and told him to be careful. Uruz headed straight for the abandoned factory. As he approached, the place was dark and eerily silent. He took out his drone and flew it inside. The factory was vast and maze-like, but the drone's cameras helped him scout the corridors and rooms. In one room, he spotted his father tied up. Uruz's eyes welled up, but he quickly composed himself. This was no time for thinking. It was time to act. He needed a plan to rescue his father. Relying only on his wits and courage, he pressed forward. This would be his greatest adventure! As Uruz moved through the factory's dark corridors, his heart pounded with excitement. The factory was silent, but danger lurked beneath that silence. To save his father, he had to be brave. He took out a small flashlight from his backpack and advanced cautiously. Soon, he reached a large room. Based on the drone footage, his father should be nearby. But the room appeared empty. Then Uruz noticed a large, rusty cabinet in one corner. When he pushed it slightly, he discovered a hidden door behind it. Next to the door was a code panel. Uruz recalled part of the code from his father's encrypted message. He tried different combinations until, on his third attempt, the door clicked open. Just as he was about to enter, a gruff voice called out, "Hold it right there, kid! Who are you?" Startled, Uruz turned to see a burly man approaching. Korkmaz, the gang's leader. Korkmaz radioed his men, "We've got an intruder! Get here now!" Quick as lightning, Uruz pulled a smoke bomb from his bag and tossed it to the ground. The room filled with smoke, disorienting Korkmaz. Seizing the moment, Uruz slipped through the hidden door. He ran down the hallway until he reached the room where his father was tied to a chair. Kazan Bey's eyes lit up with hope when he saw him. "Son, how did you get here?" Uruz smiled and began untying him. "Don't worry, Dad. I'm getting you out!" But just then, the gang members appeared in the hallway. Uruz pulled out an electromagnetic device from his bag and disabled the factory's power. The lights went out, plunging everything into darkness. Holding his father's hand, Uruz moved stealthily forward. However, the gang didn't give up. They searched with flashlights, and a chase ensued through the factory. Uruz and Kazan Bey hid and moved carefully, but as they neared the exit, Korkmaz and his men blocked their path. Korkmaz laughed, "Think you can beat us?" No chance. But Uruz had one last trick, his drone's remote. He activated it swiftly, making the drone knock the radio from Korkmaz's hand. In the confusion, Uruz and his father dashed outside. Though free in the night, the gang still pursued them. Summoning all their courage, they ran toward the forest. Now, their intelligence and bravery would be put to the test. This was their greatest battle? Uruz and his father hurried through the dark forest as the gang's shouts and footsteps echoed behind them. Instead of panicking, Uruz focused on making a plan. "Dede, we need to throw them off our trail," he said. Though exhausted, Kazan Bey trusted his son. Uruz took a signal jammer from his backpack and placed it on a tree. "This will slow them down," he explained. They ventured deeper into the woods, but soon the gang caught up. Holding his father's hand, Uruz said calmly, "I've got one last idea." They reached a stream, and Uruz remembered a lesson from his father. If you want to lose someone in nature, use water. They waded into the stream, letting the current erase their footprints. The gang lost their trail. Kazan Bey, breathless, sat under a tree. "Son, you've made me so proud today. Without your courage and quick thinking, we wouldn't have escaped." But Uruz knew they weren't safe yet. "I remember an abandoned cabin nearby. We can rest there and call for help." After hours of walking, they reached the cabin. Uruz used his laptop to contact the police and share their location. Soon, a helicopter arrived and the gang was captured. Korkmaz and his men were arrested. Kazan Bey hugged his son tightly. "Today, you didn't just save me. You showed how strong and brave you've become." When they returned home, their mother greeted them tearfully at the door. "You're my heroes," she said, embracing them both. From that day on, Uruz became his father's greatest pride and most trusted ally. Kazan Bey was happy to have taught him not just bravery, but also the wisdom to use his mind at the right time. And so, Uruz succeeded in rescuing his father through his intelligence and courage. This adventure strengthened their family bond and became a heroic tale everyone would remember. In the end, courage and wit had prevailed,